Swift.
This is the fixture that we are eagerly awaiting. One plays two. India versus South Africa at the Eden Gardens. And this is our build-up on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPNcricinfo Matchday. Stephen Harmison and Anil Kumble. Exciting game. Two strong teams, the two best teams of the tournament, Anil. And I guess let's just talk tactics here. It's formidable bowling attack that South Africa have. Rohit Sharma likes to take the bowling on. Does that still hold true for Jansen and Rabada and Ngidi with the form that they're in?
Yeah, I think so. I think Rohit has decided that that's the way he's going to play, and we also saw a different Rohit against England. Yeah. You know, he was very subdued. He played according to the situation. I'm sure that's something that Rohit will do against South Africa, and he's had a great record at the Eden Gardens. So it's like, you know, homecoming for him, going there and then scoring runs. He got the double 100 there. He was gets a Test 100, IPL victories. Whenever he just walks into Eden Gardens, he scores runs. So I'm sure that confidence certainly helps a cricketer going into your favorite ground. So I think he'll just bat his usual self and take it as the surface is, and then play accordingly. Yeah,
if you're the opposition now, against coming up against India with everything you've seen, I'm sure it's not an easy challenge. But what is South Africa's best chance here of exposing a vulnerability of India?
I think batting first and putting on a big score. I don't think from a mind games point of view, India will change the way they play compared to if these two meet in the final, because the way the trajectory of this tournament is and the way teams are playing, these two could meet again in the final. I think it could do damage to South Africa if India go and beat them comfortably. I'm intrigued to see what teams put out. I'd be surprised if South Africa play Rabada, because they try and protect him. Will Bumrah sit out for India because you're already qualified? Do they keep playing the same side? I think these are questions that you make sure when it comes to the knockout, you've got, especially from both teams, I would say, Kigisa Rabada and Jasper Bumrah are two key components from a bowling point of view. Do you waste them in it's not a dead rubber game, but it's a game that's not got a great deal on it, because India are going to finish first. Yeah. And South Africa are going to finish second.
You've just poured cold water over my build-up. I was looking at this as the best game of the league so far, and you're just going like, yeah, this one's not important. I can see what you're saying, but surely both teams play their best 11s?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think India would like to keep the momentum going, and similarly South Africa too. They would like to get one ahead of India, and both of them would likely put their best teams forward. I mean, of course, the conditions will sort of be the driver when it comes to choosing how many fast bowlers you want. But nonetheless, I think India will certainly put their best team.
Let's turn it around now. And if South Africa bat first, which is their strength, and they like to get a 350, 400 sort of score, which India, that'll be a nice test if they actually get to chase a score in excess of 300 or 350. But with the way their bowlers are bowling, with this bowling lineup, what is South Africa's approach? Is it wise for Quinton de Kock to try and say, I will take down Bumrah and Shami, since we've heard that is the usual attitude with which he approaches a game?
I think like what Anil was saying about Rohit, I don't think Quinton de Kock's got any other way of playing. I think he sees the ball and he's an instinctive player. He hits the ball, and I think that's the problem he's got, is he probably won't get as many scoring options than he's had so far in this tournament. But I don't see Quinton de Kock changing the way he plays. I don't see South Africa changing the way they play from a batting point of view. Even if they do make bowling changes or they don't make bowling changes, it's about the batting units playing the way they've been playing throughout this tournament, which I can't see changing. And I think if there is a batting unit that potentially could stand up to the Indian bowling attack, which is devastating for the first 8 to 10 overs with the two new balls, I think it's a South African one, because with that, de Kock goes his way, but Bavuma and Rassie van der Dussen tend to absorb the game. So it's not test match like, but they can nullify the new ball by being defensive and building towards the last 20 overs as opposed to utilising the first 20 overs.
It's well documented about the South African team batting first and that being their strength, and they've slipped up in one chase and nearly stumbled in the other chase. Would India be tempted to put them out of their comfort zone and actually bat first here and make South Africa chase if they win the toss?
Yeah, possibly. But again, I mean, you'll have to play a good game. Even if you're batting first, India, which we saw against Sri Lanka, scored a massive runs at Wankhede. So that's an option. But yes, if you have to beat South Africa, bat first, score 280, and then put pressure on South Africa, because we have seen, like you said, they lost to Netherlands and then almost
Yeah.
lost to Pakistan. Maharaj got those runs in the end, but again, they've not been great chasing totals.
Right. Favorites?
India.
Yeah.
Yeah, India.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. This was our build-up to India-South Africa on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricinfo Match Day.
Stunning looks, then swift,